This is Park City in 1954. 1,100 people lived here. Town ended at the intersection of Kearns and 224. A handful of miners clung to jobs, but not many. Those who left simply abandoned their homes because there were no buyers. Empty miners' shacks collapsed under the snow. Much of Main Street was abandoned, burned out, or fallen down. Park City was listed in a ghost town guidebook. 1,100 people remained, hoping for a turnaround. Mining had always sustained Park City, from 1868 when the first prospector kicked up a piece of silver-laden galena ore to the Depression when the big downturn began. At the turn of the 19th century, nearly 10,000 people lived here. Housing was affordable if you had a job, and the mines paid well, up to $4 a day. Park City's mining heyday ran from the 1880s through the 1920s. Economic cycles took their toll as mines closed, reopened, consolidated, expanded, and contracted. By the 1950s, Park City's mining days were about played out. About the only fun left during the long winters was putting on wood skis and sliding down the snow. The homemade chairlifts at Snow Park cost $1 a day. By the early 1960s, the one remaining mining company took that skiing idea and ran with it, securing a federal loan for depressed communities, the government stimulus plan of its day, and built Treasure Mountains Resort. But it lost money from day one, and the mine company sold it off to Aspen developer Edgar Stern, who built the first condos, restaurants, and ski shops to attract visitors. A new generation of non-miners rolled into the old town and gave it new life. $25 a month's rent got you a miner's shack. There were few surviving businesses, so most anyone with an idea could start one on a shoestring. Skiing wasn't a quick fix. Park City Resort would change hands again and again. Investors built Park City West, which ultimately became Canyons Resort after decades of financial struggle. And Edgar Stern returned in the early 1980s to build Deer Valley. Since then, Park City real estate bubbles have come and gone and come again. The World Cup and the Olympics have put Park City in the forefront of North American skiing. The Old Town shacks bought for $60 in back taxes in the 50s now can run close to or over $1 million. Many of the mining families, rooted in Park City through the generations, left as their town became dominated by the new generation they didn't understand. Only a handful of multi-generational families remain from the mining days. And now that new generation, the baby boomers who drove their VW microbuses into town in the 60s and 70s, are themselves retiring. And the Park City they reinvented is a much different place for their children and their children. With new census data, here's a look at our population trend. Beginning in 1970, American skiing took off and the growth is reflected here. By the year 2000, Park City's population stabilized, but the explosive growth has continued beyond city limits, where the opportunities for growth are much greater. In 1970, at the start of the ski era, 5,000 lived in Summit County. Today, we number more than 35,000 and growing. In 2010, here's how we stack up in terms of second home ownership. The green bar combines Park City and Snyderville and indicates 64% of the housing stock is in second homes. Among Aspen, Jackson, Telluride, and Sun Valley, only Sun Valley has more second homes. Compared with Aspen and Sun Valley, Park City and Snyderville compare favorably in terms of household income. Aspen and Sun Valley have higher populations of the lowest income earners, and we have the highest population of high-wage earners. And this chart of median income shows Park City Snyderville far ahead of Aspen and Sun Valley in terms of median income. The income data is from the 2000 census, with 2010 data still being calculated.